these branches reach. The ancestry of the Jones family tree. Volume 1. Lloyd Oliver Jones, born 1913, Lyndhurst, Leeds County, Ontario. He is one of 6 siblings, along with Carl, George, aka Harrison, Harold, Mildred, aka Billy, Beulah, and Hilda. Lloyd is the firstborn. He would marry Laura Blanche BLACKMAN, born 1912, in Sealy's Bay, Leeds County, Ontario. She is 1 year his senior. Together, they have 5 children: David Lloyd, Ruby Ann, Virginia, Sally, and Barry. Lloyd is a farmer, but he also enjoyed to make wood-carved art, amongst other things. Let's reach up those branches and take a look at his story. It's 1927. His nearly 1-year-old brother, Harold, dies. Lloyd is 13. It's 1932. The CCF is founded. The Cooperative Commonwealth Federation was the first democratic socialist movement in Canada, profoundly shaping the political landscape for the future. Another significant social contribution debuts in the form of the CRBC, the Canadian Radio Broadcasting Commission. Before that, we all listened to American programming. The CRBC would become the CBC. It's 1938. Lloyd marries Laura at age 25. Their first child arrives soon after. 1942. His 1-year-old son, David, dies. Lloyd is 28. 8 years later, it's 1950. Virginia is born. Lloyd is 36. As a side note, in Quebec in the late 19th century, many rural families harvested maple sap to make syrup, learning the tradition from natives and refining the process. The custom must have spread to Ontario, because Lloyd did the same thing, tapping their own trees and making homemade maple syrup. It's 1971. His dad dies. Lloyd is 58. Perhaps around this time or earlier, he begins turning wood into art, carving animals and roses as a hobby. Also around this time, grandchildren have begun popping up. It's 1980. His brother Harrison dies. 8 years later, in 1988, Lloyd's mom dies at age 93. He is 75. There is still hand-carved art around the house. Less than 2 months later, on December 12th, his wife, Laura, passes away at age 76. 5 years later, in 1993, Lloyd passes away at age 79. The Jones name may shift, the roots remain. These branches reach out under different surnames, but the story continues. These tales echo the past. It is here they will reverberate.